Hello guys, what is up? My name is Dan the Delight and today I'm going to be bringing you a Mason Mount review on FIFA 23. And this is the 84 rated CAM, pretty high rating for Mason Mount I would say. He has had a good season. So if you've seen one of my player reviews before, you'll know that we're going to go look at the base stats, then the in-game stats, then get to the gameplay and my final review. So if you do like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and there is a link in the description down below for all FIFA 23 playlists that I've done before, so all of the reviews I've done previously. So 84 rated CAM Mason Mount. The base stats here are 74 pace, not too bad, 81 shooting, 85 passing, 82 dribbling, 55 defending and 67 physical. So as I said on these videos before, I like if I can pick out 3 really good stats on there, then I'm happy. I'd say 3 not really good, but 3 decent stats for a CAM. 81 shooting's not too bad, 82 dribbling's pretty good, and 85 passing is good for a CAM as well. So there are some good stats in there. 74 pace isn't too bad for a CAM as well. So yeah, I'm not too sad about that. 5'11", high work rate, might not work too well for a cam. Might have to adjust some of the settings to have him so that he sits there. 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Weak foot for me, brilliant. Skill moves I don't really use anyway, so 3 stars is more than enough. 4-star weak foot, pretty good. And bought for 3,700 coins. I expect that maybe to go up when the full game's out, but I'm not too sure. He might not. But yeah, that's the price range that I'm going to be reviewing him off of for this video. So that'll be, is he worth it, based off of 3,700, which I know is not a lot, but at this point in the game it can be a lot because you are trying to get some sort of cheaper good players in just to start building your team. So let's get into the actual in-game stats and then let's get into some gameplay for Mason Mount. So 74 pace, which is made up of 76 acceleration, 72 sprint speed. Not too bad. They're quite close to each other, so I'm not going to grumble at that. I like it when they're as close to each other as possible because that means, you know, when you've got that sudden burst of pace, you're not going to drop off too much, so the defender's not going to be able to catch up to you as much as what they would if your acceleration was 90 and your sprint speed was 10. Just an example. Then shooting at 81, not too bad either. 82 at tap positioning, 81 finishing, 81 shot power, 83 long shots, 75 volleys, 69 penalties. So that's pretty good because the 2 stats that I care least about in shooting for most players really are volleys, because you don't really get them, it's rare, and penalties, because there's always going to be someone in your team that can take a penalty. So 82 attack position is really good. His finishing is decent. Yeah, it's all good. I'm very happy with them stats actually. I was a bit worried that they might be a bit on the low side in game, but they're good. I'm happy with them. 85 passing, which is made up at 83 vision, 83 crossing, 84 free kick accuracy, that's pretty high, 87 short pass, 84 long pass and 82 curve. So for me, short pass is the key one here, and that is at the highest of the stats there. Very consistent really there with the passing. Nothing really stands out other than the short passing, which is the best stat to have, and but nothing really looks bad, which is great because passing is probably the key stat for a cam. So I'm very happy with them stats, to be honest. Then the 82 dribbling, which made up of 77 agility, 76 balance, which hopefully doesn't mean that he's going to turn sort of slow. We'll see about that when we get into the gameplay. 84 reactions, 85 ball control, 82 dribbling and 84 composure. Quite happy. They're pretty consistent as well. If them top 2 stats were a bit higher, then the dribbling would be higher. But the ball control and the dribbling are pretty high, and they're the main ones there. Defending doesn't really matter too much for a cam. If it was just a CM, maybe a little bit more. But if you're playing him as a cam, it doesn't really matter too much. I'd like that standing tackle to be a little higher, just to see if we could win the ball back in a higher place. But other than that, I mean, heading accuracy, how many chances are you going to get? He's 5'11", for goodness sake. And then the physical. Jumping at 54 doesn't really matter. Stamina at 86, I don't really think that matters too much in FIFA either, to be honest, as long as it's not below 50. Strength 58, which is poor, unfortunately, and then aggression 68. So, I mean, the physical is a bit of a letdown there, especially as the strength is in the high 50s, but I mean that's not really good, is it? But the shooting, passing and dribbling seem to be the main stats here for this card, with a bit of pace in there as well for a cam. So I'm looking forward to trying out Mason Mount, to be honest. So let's get into some actual gameplay now, and I'll give you my review on him, and then we'll go back to these stats, and I'll let you know what I think the stats should be in game compared to what they say on the card. Alright, so going to see about 2 minutes worth of clips here of Mason Mount in action, and I have to say I was impressed. He was better than what I expected him to be. He did get forward a lot for a cam. He did score some good goals. If you've seen my Wayne Rooney CAM FIFA 23 review, you'll know that I didn't think Rooney got forward enough, and I didn't have that problem at all with Mount. His attack positioning was pretty high, which I think really did help with that. So I think that is why he was going forward a bit more than what Rooney perhaps was, even though you would have expected Rooney to be higher. But yeah, Mason Mount for what did I pay up? 3,700. Blew Rooney out the water. He was definitely a lot better than Rooney. His passing was fantastic. I didn't really notice any problems where he didn't get the ball to the actual striker or the other players around him. His dribbling was decent. His strength sure was a little bit on the low side, and you did feel that a little bit sometimes. He was getting bullied a little bit, but he didn't feel sluggish. I was a bit worried by the balance and the agility that he might feel a bit sluggish, but none of that, to be honest. He felt pretty good. But yeah, the main thing for me was how much he got forward and his shooting. But look, you're seeing a bit of his dribbling there. Not sluggish at all. That was pretty swift. And then just passing the ball around and then getting back into a position, scoring a goal. What more can you want from a cam? So for 3,700 coins, I was blown away by this player. And I'm not a fan of him in real life, really, and not so much anyway. I think he's a decent player, but I think he is a bit overrated. But an 84 rating probably is about right for him. And he definitely felt better than that in game, which I'm very happy about. As I said, the agility didn't cause any problems. Literally, the only thing I really noticed was the strength. Sorry about that bus going by. Was the strength causing a little bit of a problem? But other than that, I can't say enough good things about him. Look at, dribbling in a tight angle and then still gets the shot away and scores. Fantastic. So let's get back to the stats now, and I'll give my final review on Mason Mount, but I think you probably know where this is going. So the pace felt a bit better than what it says on the card there. It says 74, but I'd say it feels more like a 77, 78. He was bursting forward, getting into them attacking positions, and he was doing really well with it. 81 shooting, I'd give that an upgrade as well. It's about an 84. You saw some goals that he scored there, and he scored more than that. It was just that they were the clips that I particularly chose for this video, but he did definitely score some more goals than that, and some really good goals as well. So I'm going to have to increase that from 81 to about an 84 as well. So really good there. So we've increased the pace and the shooting. What more can you want? It's already going to be a good card. 85 passing, I feel like that's about right. I've said before in these reviews, I like to sort of do it out of 10. So this would be 8.5 out of 10. And I feel like it felt about that. That's really high, 8.5. So yeah, I'm very happy with the passing there. Got to stick with 85. Dribbling at 82 feels about right as well. I think 82 is probably about right. I tend to put dribbling and strength under dribbling because he was getting pushed off the ball a bit. I know they're separate stats in the game, but I think that they go hand in hand. So I'm going to leave the dribbling at about an 82 because he was good at dribbling, but that strength did let him down. If he had better strength, the dribbling would be increased. And then the defending I'm going to leave as it is because I didn't really notice anything bad or good about the defending. Yes, I can. And then the physical, I'll leave as it is as well. The stats are low anyway, so there's no point decreasing them any further. They're low, I knew what to expect, and in game it did feel like that. But overall, we've increased the pace, we've increased the shooting. The passing is 85 as it is, that's fantastic. And dribbling 82. It's got to be a card that you're picking up. I'm going to be honest, for 3,700 coins at the time of recording this, it's a bargain. He's the best cam that I've used so far in the game, and I've used about 3 or 4. He is the best one, and he's one of the cheaper ones as well. So go out, get yourself a Mason Mount for your startup, and look out for some informs because I think this card could be very cool with a couple of informs. So hopefully this video has helped. If it has, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more FIFA 23 player reviews, and there is a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews. Go check them out. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.